And you can tell you're a little rusty when things happen like this. Let's try this again. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, you start over. What a fiasco. All right, round three. Here's me beautiful table. It is, what day is it today? It is December 17th. Again, I don't know why I immediately forgot because this is the third time that I've done this. Click this button off. I'm going to click this one on. This is Dice Grimorium. I am a patron of this guy, and he put out a free map called Space Debris that I thought was kick-ass. I thought it was kick-ass, and I thought it took some names, and hence there I decided to blast it into me Tabletop Simulator. This map was actually quite easy to do. And there were very few moving parts. The cool part about this map and importing it is that the guy, Dice Grimorium there, gave us two versions of this map. So if I show you the modding in Cloud Manager, I started uploading my maps to Tabletop Simulator's Cloud. And then this one I labeled Space Debris. And you'll see that there's two different maps. I think I could go here. Oh no, preview might take me outside of. That's okay, it bumped it over to the right monitor. So there's one map that you can see. It had all of the pieces on it, and then this was the other one. Let's do a little preview of this, and it should lay it right over top, so you can see with and without the pieces. So that made my job super easy, because I didn't really have to mess around. I could have just found a different space image for free kind of a thing and put it on the bottom here, but yeah, it just, it kind of went with the theme of the thing and the way that he designed it all. So that was pretty sweet. See, we got a bunch of rotating platforms, possibly spinning through space. Maybe there's a thing going on here that you got to stop and blow up. Find the missing bomb. There is ICRPG that I play. This is Hanker and Fernale's stuff that he's let everybody use, which is pretty cool. So this is actually a hot water tank. Got himself a cool ass sword, some kind of gun and a shield or whatever it is. But yeah, this is kind of a neat map. You can throw these guys up here. Hopefully, if you can get them to stick. Sometimes you might have to use magnets. See if he weebles and he wobbles, but he didn't fall down, which is kind of cool. So if you do have to use magnets, they're actually not that hard to do. You just want to go blam blam, get the old snap on the magnet out. Maybe throw down a few spots on these things. And then when you drop your guys on them, they stick a little better times. Bloop. Got a mystical warrior lady. Whoa, where'd you go to? Don't go too far. And what do we got over here? Super soldier commando style guy popping over onto this one here. And then this guy would be like another little tank dude that we could drop over here. Oop. He's doing there. It's a little awkward when you have things on an angle like that, but this is a pretty cool map. You can have the good guys on one side, the bad guys on the other. They got to hop from asteroid to asteroid kind of a thing, or chunk of junk to chunk of junk, and all the while blasting one another. You could actually even do things like, let's see, I'm pretty sure I got some rocks and stuff like that I can pull out of here. Like this one would be, this modular rock I happen to know would be a pretty decent looking, like space rock kind of a thing once it loads the color in. So if you go here and you smash the color and we make this thing like a kind of a purple color, take the name off it like we do because names are dumb. Maybe put this thing here, little F8 action drags it up in the air. Maybe this thing's floating around and your party is maybe after this kind of weird sort of special ore sort of a deal. Maybe it's just floating through space. You got to take out the bad guys in order to get it. Or what would be cool is if you had these objects maybe thrown, if you're playing ICRPG with threats, treats, and timers, as you're like blasting your party up, maybe one of these things comes by and you got to make your dex check or whatever, get knocked off into space, and then you start your battle flying around in the spaces. Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to put this one onto the gaming table. And hopefully next week I'll have a bit more time. I can pump out a few more. This one's kind of simplistic, but yeah, it's got some potential, I think, for a cool space battle. All right, that's it. Peace out.